Okay, everybody, welcome again. So in this video, we'll get started with our work in this module, which is linked in the description of this video. So you can run the code cells and follow along with everything that we're doing in the videos for this week, as always. So we're going to be working with the tidyr package in the module for this week. And the tidyr package is one of the core packages in the tidyverse. So if we run the library tidyverse command, we're running this GitHub notebook. So this notebook is stored in GitHub. That's why I'm getting that first warning. And initializing this notebook, and we've just run the library tidyverse command, which loads the kind of core tidyverse packages. And we can see tidyr is one of those packages. And some of the other core packages we've used in the past is the dplyr package and the ggplot2 package are also core packages in the tidyverse. But today we'll mostly be focusing on the tidyr package. And within all of the tidyverse packages, a very fundamental structure is a tibble. So we've been working with tibbles in the previous module. We were working with dplyr and the kind of fundamental data frame structure is actually a tibble. So a tibble is kind of like a data frame. In the words of the developers, that a tibble is a reimagining of the data frame by keeping what time has proven to be effective and throwing out what is not. So data frames are just kind of older relics of data analysis. And there are some aspects of data frames that over the course of time have maybe become a little bit outdated or coders have streamlined. So a tibble is just kind of a data frame 2.0, just kind of more modern version of a data frame. So there are some differences between tibbles and data frames. For the most part, you would not even really notice a difference between the two of them. Um, so I maybe want to just highlight the main difference or one of the main differences for us as we work with large data sets, which is super nice, is that tibbles have an enhanced print feature. So let's consider a data frame, or excuse me, tibble storms. So storms is a data frame and data set and a tibble, which is in the dplyr package. So we've loaded the tidyverse, so we should be able to access the storms data set. And I can run the class function, and this is going to tell me what type of class is storms. And this is telling me that it is a tibble. So this tibble df is telling me that this is the class identifier for a tibble. And it's also storing it as a data frame. So this is telling me that any function which takes a data frame as an input would also would take storms as an input. So storms is being stored as a tibble and a data frame. If I want to store it just as a data frame and not as a tibble here, so kind of by default, like tibble objects are also treated as data frames, but it's not true the other way around. Data frames are kind of older objects, and by default, data frames are not treated the same as tibbles. So I can convert a tibble to a data frame using this command as data frame with dots in between. So here I'm going to convert storms to a data frame, and I'm going to give it a different name. So storms underscore df is storing the same exact data, just as a different structure as a data frame as opposed to a tibble. And you can see here the difference is storms is being stored as a tibble, and storms underscore df is being stored as a data frame. But the same information is being stored inside of both of these things. They just have a different structure. It's like a vector versus a list. Here I've got a tibble versus a data frame.